15-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. Here's Pacheco. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds, so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They'll stick with him again. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Drew Tranquill up to make the tackle. 3rd down, 3 to go. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He gets that complete to his tight end, Mayer. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And the Chiefs are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad
into space. And he will take this one in. 82 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. aggressive up the middle.
These are tough situations. You want to stay out of second and real long. You figure it's going to be a pass, but this is a nice changeup by the play caller. He keeps the ball on the ground, picks up a good gain, and now this third down got a whole lot more manageable.
And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
Here comes Smith on the return. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They go play action with Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's going to take this all the way home. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs looking terrific here out of the gate. Already up 21-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Drive will start on the ground. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. One quarter in the book. In motion is Myers. On the ground, here's Zamir White. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raider first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Man in motion here is Tucker. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. He's got it! And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is going to be out of bounds. They get 24 on that one. Good for a Raider first down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Agholor. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And he tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Drue Tranquill. And he's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A huge run from Pacheco. It's a gain of 34. On first down, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
At the Raiders' 36-yard line.
Hey, 43. Yellow. Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chinn. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. first and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down. They'll look to throw. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
That's to the first tight end taken back in April. It's Brock Bowers. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock. 24 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. That is caught side of the end zone. Nelson Agholor. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. I 43. I color. Yellow. I Sunday. Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Hey, 15. Hey, Riblet. Our side.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's complete left side to Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10 for Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. This one from 47 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now, this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing now from the gun. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. On 2nd down, Mahomes. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And 3rd down coming up.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Aguilar goes off in motion. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Buy down these two. Buy down these two. Come back. Return.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
Yellow.
Gray is the motion man here.
Return.
Now a give to Pacheco, running right. Finding room to the 20. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some. Second down and 3.
Yellow. Return.
A run. It's Pacheco. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard.
Yellow. Yellow. Return.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal.
Yellow. Return.
They'll run with Pacheco. And he will score again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So we are through. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A give here to Pacheco. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Once again, it's Pacheco. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to
Isaiah Pacheco. And he's into the end zone yet again. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Chiefs. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
At their own 30-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Vegas.
A gain of 12. First down, Raiders.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. Aguilar goes off in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. What a pickup. A gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal. He'll try the right side this time. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's the thing about these onside kicks. They're really unpredictable. You're trying to get the ball to take that big high hop, but it doesn't. It ends up just going through everybody on the recovery team and ends up going out of bounds.
And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco, the ball carrier. That's a gain of 8.
Third and 6.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
Yellow.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. They'll with Pacheco. The ball's out, and the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and
the pass rush gets home, and he goes down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught! And he's going to wind up taking it all the way into the end zone, but it's all going to be for naught. There's a penalty flag way back downfield. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Back to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco.
this just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's Pacheco. He slowed up quickly as he to the 6. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll go with him again. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. And they'll get a few extra days to rest as they get the victory here on this Black Friday. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the